Yes, and welcome to the Punkery Show. Hope you punks are having a great Valentine's Day. Ha ha ha, that's a joke. Anyway, before we start, let's get into the sponsor, which is Double Hot Lager.
Howdy, stranger. Can I get you a drink?
Give me a double hot lager.
You think you can handle it, stranger?
Double alt lager. The beer in the shotgun can. Made for the way you like to drink beer. Fast.
You must not be from around these parts, stranger. Now watch. I'm the only girl in town that can take both barrels.
Wee doggy! Look at her go!
Double alt lager. Double barreled for double the good times.
All right, that was Double Hot Lager. Hope you guys get drunk on this Valentine's Day, whether it be out of, company or by yourselfness. Anyway, so if you didn't know, I'm Rashawn. I am the host of Rashawn. If you didn't know, I criticize this radio show a lot. All right, I talk snit about this show, its staff, in public, private, on the CNR news, anywhere. And last week the show was god awful. All right, I don't apologize, but I feel sorry for you if you listened to this show last week. I don't agree with Assassin on much things, but after last week, I can see why Black Hawk was criticized that time when he tried to make a talk show on this radio, the radio, because he derailed us into an abyss. All right. Now again, I'm not in the defense business. I don't like to defend people unless I can make an extra point. But before I say that, like I said with the snit talk, let's say I say something dumb on this Discord. All right. Let's say something random. Let's say that I said that Cyber cleaned my cock. All right. If someone hears that and tells everyone that I said Cyber cleaned my cock, why would I get mad that that person told everyone? That's why I say anything that is said, unless it's in a PM, even if only a few people heard it. If I said it, you can tell anyone. Tell anyone what I said, it's okay. All right. As Charlemagne would say, snitching is only a thing if you're about that life that restricts snitching. So if I see you say something that I don't like somewhere, and I feel like refuting it, I will. Okay. So sometime a few days ago, all right, I see Assassin point out that Kesh is on the radio staff. Okay, this radio staff. So that concern alone is okay. It's fine. All right. When Barld got interviewed and appeared on the staff, it was a here we go again moment. But we'll get to that. Then he goes on to mention something about being the female and the sausage fest or some snit. First of all, that's exactly what the server is. So what? Kesh is on the staff list because she's a girl? Okay. Harry Thompson is Cyber's playmate. He's on the staff too. How about that? Also, let's assume that it is a fact. Guy or guys gravitate towards a girl. What's wrong with that? That's completely heterosexual. Although this Discord has been rabid for the past 2 weeks, it's completely normal for everyone to start talking for their morale to boost upon her being here. What's the problem with that? If you've played this game for as long as some of us have, take out the factor or someone being your friend, would you rather play with a girl or a guy? All right. Why do you think the Cusa Mumble had a time period where it was flooded with idiots? That was back when this player named Princess Kenny was around. What was she? A girl. There are people who only came around when she was there. Why? Because she's a girl. When people switched mumbles and she went with those guys, why did they leave some of us behind, including Fugazi Fanta? Because she's a girl. Assassin was one of those guys that came around to see Kuza Mumble more often when she was there. The other week, he was playing Los Santos. I assume he was playing with the donkey Catherine. She quit. He's like, oh, where did Catherine go? What would be the difference? Even though it feels like a bunch of screeching hyenas reacting, this is normal. These are men. This is why men are perceived as stupid. I wasn't happy that Borl became a staff member after this interview, but after a while, to be honest, outside of berating General Price and his guest stat fog crashing, he's done a lot for this radio show. And most everyone here is a dunce. All right. Still though, give these guys a chance. All right. When I saw Harry was a staff member, I was like, chief poster autism, and Cyber's playmate. You see, you catch as a staff member and you say, she grilled. Come back in a few months. We'll see how they do. Give them a chance. All right. That's if I don't quit this snip by then. Moral is though, if people want to drool, let them drool. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. All right. So anyway, we got some breaking news in the studio.
Breaking news.
All right. Last night, Lance Benelli. I'm sorry. Last night, Lance Benelli was deactivated off of the forums, and there's a new trend on the player complaint section. All right. People are starting to complain people for teaming with cheaters. Now, these people are doing it wrong, and I've got a problem with this snip. Okay, I was going to make a donkey today last night, but Lance Benelli getting deactivated did not help my point, so I scrapped it. But for those people that are making these types of complaints, okay, look at H&M's first one. Okay, he complained rocking hands for teaming with the cheater. Now, first of all, I just want to say, stop making teaming with cheaters be the crux of your complaint. Stop it. All right. Complain the cheater for cheating. And if there's a guy playing with the cheater, then you can support your complaint with that. But don't let the playing with the cheater, quote unquote, be the crux of your complaint. Because now there are a whole bunch of fags making complaints now. For example, on Exit, they make take a screenshot of Exit playing with Albanian cheaters, and say, "Oh, guys playing with cheaters," because they're in the same group. Okay, that's not enough. All right. In order for teaming with cheater complaints to be valid, that player has to be playing with the cheater in the same scenario. Okay, they both have to be attacking you. They both have to be in the same car, and the cheater has to be actively cheating. All right. You got these complaints on Exit. Okay. They're playing. He's playing with Xerox or Electric Nemo or whatever. But in the title, you got Exit teaming with cheaters. Okay. First of all, I could be missing something here, but Electric Nemo and Xerox weren't actively cheating in those videos. I could be wrong if you look at that again, but they weren't actively cheating in those videos. All right, and being in the same group as a cheater isn't enough. For example, Pineapple PT. All right, he's a nice guy, kind of clueless, but he's a nice guy. He was playing with Beatbox. What is Beatbox? Beatbox is a cheater. Okay, I don't know when was the last time he got banned for cheating, but he's a cheater. Now, I talked snit to Pineapple PT for playing with a cheater, and whether he chooses to listen to me is his own thing. But I'm not going to ban somebody or punish somebody for playing with a cheater while they are not cheating actively. Okay? Look at Small Gekkus and Purple Kush. I think TD1 made a complaint on them in December. All right? Small Gekkus was playing with Purple Kush, who is a cheater. All right? He got banned a month before that day and a week after that day. Small Gekkus was playing with a cheater. But there was no proof that Purple Kush at that moment was cheating. So that doesn't mean Small Gekkus is going to get banned for playing with a cheater. All right, it's only playing with a cheater if the cheater is cheating. Okay. And last is that Wax complaint. I have a lot of problem with that Wax complaint. All right. First thing he does, and of course he's a trainee, so of course there'd be a problem. But first thing with that Wax complaint, he shows a picture or 2-second clip of Jim LaRouche, Lance Benelli, Crazy Boy, and Angry on the same car. All right. those two were playing with cheaters, Angry and Jim LaRouche. All right. But in the next clip, you can notice that the time of the game day is different. All right. The 2-second clip was in daytime, and Jim LaRouche cheating was at nighttime. And the clip of Jim LaRouche cheating didn't have Lance Benelli or Crazy Boy anywhere. All right. Now, you can get me with this. Was Jim LaRouche cheating, or did he have cheats on while Lance Benelli was driving the car? Most likely. However, it's not playing with cheaters unless they are all circle jerking, and Jim LaRouche turns his cheats on while attacking the same target. All right. That's why Wax removed the time of the day on the screen. He manipulated the complaint to make it seem like it was at the same time, that they were attacking each other, So, again, moral of the story here, folks. All right. And that's why Asian M got owned for the week that is dead. Asian M, his former account has been deaded for a week. Rip in peace to him. But, tip. First of all, stop making teaming with cheater complaints. And if you do not put in your title, so-and-so's playing with cheaters, and then don't name the cheaters in the title. Okay? Stop making playing with cheaters be the crux of your complaint, and stop making that be your topic title. Because when you look at it, I'm sorry, now there's another thing. Now, Rocking Hands, all right. The reason why Rocking Hands got deactivated is not only because he was playing with cheaters, but he was on the forum for 5 days, number one. Number two, he's a cheater himself, and he was a habitual cheater himself. And he already had a short leash, all right? That's why he got deactivated. When you look at Exit, now Asian M put a quote of Exit being on his last leash, but apparently that quote was from last year. Short leashes expire after amount of time, Lance Benelli, even though he did get deactivated, he had been activated for a good while before getting deactivated. I would have thought he would have stayed on the forum. And also, Crazy Boy has no history of cheating, as far as I know. And if he has cheated, it hasn't been for a long time. So these guys wouldn't get deactivated. Stop making Rocking Hands be a precursor for everything. All right, because these team for cheater complaints are not going to work. All right, there you go. I got that off my chest. All right, that was going to be a donkey today because this show's not worthy. But since it didn't work out, I guess the show got it anyway. We're going to take a commercial break here. Music break, excuse me. Wait, should I? No, my John's not here yet. Whatever. Yeah, we'll take a music break here. Oh well. When we come back, we'll do something else. I don't know if guest flag is going to come up here, but this is the Punkery Show with Rashawn. See.
She may have your balls in a vice.
All right, welcome back to the Punkery Show with your host, Rashawn. Let's get into the sponsor, Double Aught Lager.
Howdy, stranger. Can I get you a drink?
Give me a double aught lager.
You think you can handle it, stranger?
Double Alt Lager, the beer in the shotgun can, made for the way you like to drink beer, fast.
You must not be from around these parts, stranger. Now watch. I'm the only girl in town that can take both barrels.
Wee doggy! Look at her go!
Double Alt Lager, double-barreled for double the good times.
Alright, that was Double Aught Lager. It seems that we're not going to have a guest at FOG today. We have suspended all of the FOGs that are usually on this radio station for how bad the show was last week. And part of that could also be, as I said in the last segment, because Kesh is not here, and when there's no grill, all the guys disperse. That's why, like I said, all men are stupid. But yes, I want to shout out Wax, because he's, of course, my favorite player. As I said on the CNR News the other day, when he was complaining Crazy Boy, he didn't seem to know who he was, and he was like, oh, well, Crazy Boy, he's Albanian, so he must team with cheaters all the time. He's that guy. I mean, what a guy, man. You know, bad enough that he's a trainee, but we just have to go around spreading all this Albanian hate and all this snit, alright? You know, Albania seems to be the scapegoat of the server, alright? When you could name 72 people, I could name 72 people who are dumber than the dumbest Albanian, alright? Now, that's not accurate, but it's pretty close, alright? Wherever you go, you always gotta have a scapegoat. Anyway, so this Harry Thompson guy, alright, he's here. He has turned into a noob cop. He's turned into a police technician, alright? And I actually agree with him. A few days ago, he was like, hey, police technicians should be able to get takedown bonuses. And then I remember one day, I turned to a police technician and played some cop. And I was chasing a warrant, right? And I was owning one. He blew up, boom! And I noticed, where's my takedown bonus? And then, of course, police technicians can't have one. All they can do is arrest. That sucks. So, Crazy Bob, if you're listening to this, which you're not, in the next update, police technicians and police medics should be able to arrest. All right. Another numb nuts. I also want to talk about Temujin. All right, Temujin's a San Fierro player. We're in San Fierro right now. You know, sometimes you go months and months seeing a guy, you think, that guy must cheat. That used to be the case with Megatron and Catron. You know, he used to run away from cop tanks. This is back when he didn't get banned every day. He would run away from cop tanks. It seemed like he was using some kind of handling mods or some cheats, but he would never get banned because it would never ever get proven. But now Megatron and Catron has been proven to be a dirty cheater, and no matter how much he comes back to the server and says, "Oh, I never cheated," everyone knows that Megatron and Catron's a cheater, and Temujin is one of those guys. All right, he's always prancing around in his FCR, his PCJ, and finally, was a month ago? No, like 3 weeks ago, he got banned for cheating after, he kept saying in chat, "Oh, so-and-so guy cheating," speaking like a Borat, and all this. No wonder why this guy didn't talk. Using anti-bike fall-off, teleporting, and of course, the fellow mall cop to Harry Thompson, Gamer9, found out that Temujin cheats, and he comes back last week and he cheats again. I mean, what is with these people? I tell you, they cheat, they come back, they cheat some more. Temujin pretty much was like, "Hey, admin's not banning these cheaters, so I now cheat." That's the kind of logic that I don't really understand. Sometimes the same logic is applied to when people make complaint topics, right? They make a complaint topic about somebody for something, and then somebody dismisses it, and then they're like, "Oh," as DSP would say, "Oh, if that guy's not gonna get punished for that, I'm gonna do it too." And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, for example, if someone is getting complained for FPS abuse or whatever, and it doesn't get dealt with, the guy who complains his complaint got shot down says, all right, I'm going to use FPS abuse too. Well, that completely, defeats the purpose of your complaint, idiot. I mean, come on. That's what I really don't get. And a lot of people, they get mad at Doogie. It's like, "Oh, Doogie doesn't know a snit. Doogie doesn't play. Oh, fuck you, Doogie." Yes, there are times where there are times where I don't agree with Doogie's things, but that's mainly because these days people are complaining people for very petty things. As you look at the forum, what is the number one reason why people want to get activated in the forum? To make complaints. Every time they get a PM in game about them after they get punished, they're like, ah, I can't do anything because I'm not on forum. And I can't complain people back. And if it's not that, it's, hey Rashawn, I want to get active on forum. I have video of people I want to bust. That's like, nice. That's the reason why you're going to get on the forum? To complain people? Is that the only contribution you're going to give to a forum that is currently dead? You look at Rocking Hands, alright? When you think about it and think about it a bit more, should Rocking Hands have been deactivated? Yeah, maybe. But we didn't lose much, because all Rocking Hands did was 1, post in the complaint section, and 2, post in the rate the music above you thread. That's all he did. So he basically he gave nothing to the forum whatsoever. That goes back to what we were talking about a few months ago. How do you make the forum better? And the answer is, I have no idea. Remember the Helen, investigator topic, whatever it was. She got to start that snit back up, because right now the forum has no, mental stability, mental, exercise topics on it right now. But here's a tip for all you fags that want to get activated on the forum. All right. First of all, you've got to make sure you make a good intro. Okay. And don't mention anything about complaining people. And for the love of God, please do not put what you like to do as I like Koptim. Please stop doing that. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know why that meme spread from CB Rob or Share Rob or whatever, but please do not say I like Koptim. Make sure you, because if you look at the new members section, it really does seem like the Mexican border. All right. Because it's like 3 out of 20 people on that page, I'm guessing, are activated. Okay. And I understand it's tough for people who don't speak English or whatever, but you gotta make it seem like you care. Alright. Speaking of caring, though, that's the last point I have before I get to America. The America I was supposed to say last week, but we got derailed. Shout out to Auntie Thompson. I'm not going to say anything about relation, alright? But this guy, he got activated in the forum 2 weeks ago. He's been disabled for quitting 2 or 3 times. Okay, now, here's the real thing, okay? Now, first of all, this is the Border Patrol bullshit here. So apparently, Auntie Thompson is from Croatia. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's say, I guess this is a legitimate thing, but let's say Auntie Thompson was from Albania. All right. If Auntie Thompson was from Albania, no way in hell that guy would have been activated, first of all. Second of all, if Auntie Thompson did get activated as an Albanian, Auntie quit 3 times in 2 weeks, he'd be deactivated on the spot. It is dead. All right. That's why I gotta lay down my foot next time I see Auntie Thompson quitting to avoid in some complaint or whatever. I don't give a snit if he's from the where I think is the smartest country in CNR, Croatia. I don't give a snit. He's getting deactivated. All right. And I don't give a snit what the ambassador to Croatia, Sarust, has to say because she's born. All right, so I've got to find my my America part of the show here. it's a week late because, I was starting to read this last week and Blackhawk did something. Whatever. So this is for the American sports fans, all right? And as I look down the roster of San Fierro right now, I cannot spot one single American on the server. Excellent. Besides Fern. Fern 44. Yep. In fact, there are literally 2 people on San Fierro right now who have less than 100 ping. But who cares? It's time for America. All right. So we got to recap the Super Bowl, all right? The Super Bowl is the biggest event in America. Okay? And the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl were the Eagles and Patriots. The Eagles beat my Patriots. The Patriots are my team, all right? I'm a fan of the Patriots. The Patriots are like Manchester United in soccer, because they're the most popular team, kind of. And they win a lot. All right. But my prediction was wrong to win the game because, I wanted the Patriots to win. But remember EDP 445? Sometimes he's in the CNR news, the fat guy who has Eagles memorabilia. Yeah, that guy. His team finally got a Super Bowl, and I'm happy for that. All right. But I've got another numbnut of the week. All right. This numbnut goes to Bill Belichick. All right. He is the head coach of the New England Patriots. All right. What he did was he benched the team's best defensive player for the biggest game of the entire year. Okay, his name is Malcolm Butler. At first, people said it was because he did some snit off the field, which is a violation of team rules. Nothing to do with picking up a hooker, I'm sure. Pretty much for you soccer fogs, it's like Real Madrid benching their best midfielder or defenseman or somebody. Okay, now, what's dirty, though, is that he didn't even know he wasn't going to play. Before the national anthem, or during it, rather, he was crying. All right? See, I understand when parents punish their kids. They take stuff away that they like doing the most. For example, if Cyber ever gets punished, you take away his memes. All right? But in your kid's biggest moment of their life, in their defining moment, no matter what they've done to upset you, all right, you don't mess up their biggest opportunity. That's what Bill Belichick did. Now, honestly, after that Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl, I thought Malcolm Butler was overrated. And if he never made that interception that made the Patriots win that Super Bowl, I don't think he becomes a star. But who knows? The defense was terrible. As EDP would say, that defense was fucking trash. But who knows if the Patriots would have won that game with him playing. But benching him for the entire game residually punishes the rest of the team for something they didn't do, if he did anything. Now, the Patriots, who are all about order and the system, are now in discord. They are now as rabid as all the guys in this Discord that drool over cash. Alright. So that's going to be the end of the Punkery show. Next week, Thursday, apparently we have Myth. Myth! He's Croatian, right? I think so. Yes, he's from the same country as the CNR ambassador to Croatia, Sarast, who's born, by the way. But yes, that's the end of the Punkery show. For all the punks here, hey Thompson, Ali, and some other five who just joined. I don't know who joined. Mug Christy Edge, the Sam Barnett. For your host, Rashawn, and all these folks here. We'll see you next time on the